Hi, thank you for joining us today. This is Gaurav Shivastava from AVT. We are a NetSuite solution provider and a Suite Cloud development partner. Have been a NetSuite partner for the last 10 years or more and have developed a number of solutions on NetSuite. We have over 200 customers globally and are a full end-to-end NetSuite solution practice. In this demonstration today, we will show you how we've linked NetSuite Advanced Projects with the AVT Resource Planning and Scheduling tools to provide a working solution for the end customers. You can use our solution to plan and schedule out project assignments and move them around in using our drag and drop scheduling grid. And in addition, you have a capacity view that you can use to work out how loaded up your resources are. And there's also a bulk assignment application that we developed that allows you to help manage conflicts and resolutions around conflicts and bulk assignments of resources to tasks. So to illustrate how the solution works, we have an advanced project here, and you can see there's a number of project tasks that have been assigned, and the advanced project solution gives us a good structure to plan out what the overall project budgets are going to be, and essentially the time and material-based billings can all be managed on the advanced project side. But unfortunately, the advanced project tasks don't have the flexibility to be split out onto various days without splitting the task itself. So the model that we have here is that the project tasks provide the parent tasks for planning and costing the project, where the actual resource assignment is done on the activities that are linked with the project task itself. But however, there are some smarts built into the solution that we'd like to show you in the demonstration. So here, for example, you have a project task, which is John's complete application brochure. And this particular project task has been assigned to a graphic designer. You can see from this project task, it has an end date which NetSuite had forecasted based on the 4-hour estimate, but it doesn't have any planned end date. We've created an activity for this task, but we haven't really scheduled this out. So what I'd like to show you is that our scheduling tool over here. So you can launch this scheduling tool from NetSuite. It's an application that is built in NetSuite. And you have resources on the left, and you can mix and match resources. And you have dates on the top. The text you see here is fully configurable. You can put whatever information you would like to see more relevant about the job or the task. And it's driven by a formula search. We have obviously this is a multi-day view, and we also have an hour-by-hour view across multiple days, which is quite powerful for businesses who are trying to schedule a lot of work within the day across multiple days. So to drill into that, you can glow into that by clicking onto the date, and you can see what work has been planned out within those days for across different resources. The thing about this view is that this view is completely configurable in terms of the colors and the text and the icon. And as part of our configuration process, we go through that setup with you to understand what these sort of colors may mean to your business. The view itself is segmented into 4 subcategories based on the attributes of the activity itself. So you can simply, to move allocations around, you can simply drag and drop them on the grid. So for example, if I want to move this around to 10 a.m., I can just simply drag it out for 10 a.m. If I want to move this assignment out for the next day, I can move this assignment on for the next day. And I can also copy assignments from one resource onto another. So there's a right-click option to copy, and then that option, you can paste it around. So very easy to use, and if you made a mistake, you can just delete or roll back the operation as well. You can do that on the day view as well as the weekly view, which is what we showed you before. The other thing to look at in this scheduling tool is our capacity viewer, which gives you an overall assignment of the capacity. So obviously the white days are the days which are free, and the days which are blocked out. Colors, it's been assigned. So things have been assigned on those days, and it's a good view to give you an understanding of where the gaps are and how much loadings do you have. And over here you can sort of see the sum of the planned hours within that period. And you can run this view with a smaller time frame as well. I'm running a 60-day rolling view. To do that, you have an option over here to run a week workload view, and you can launch that with a selection of resources and cross selection of people within those groups, or you can join it with other groups, and you can take a plan with actual time, and you can look at a smaller period, let's just say 14 days out, and the system will go and find all the planned assignments within that and load it up. And you can see some of the days are grayed out because we are also bringing in some days where people are on holidays, and there's a link up to the work calendar that we have assigned onto the employee itself. The other part of the solution is a bulk assignment screen. So over here you have an ability to assign tasks over multiple days for against a customer or a project, and then a particular project task itself. And you also have the availability to check availability if there's any current assignments, and view people's schedule. So if I wanted to look at how these people are looking, I can just select and click on the view schedule, and it'll pop up the scheduler screen. So to illustrate this process around tasks and assignments, I wanted to show you that we have this task here. Maybe perhaps I'll create a new assignment just to show you how that works, and say this is going to be another applications for plan B, and we want to copy the assignment as well. So in that case, plan B is created as a task here on the project, and then I'll just save the project itself, and then this task will then be available for us to actually have a look at in our resource scheduler. So I'll open this task and then see linked activity for plan B, and it's been set up against the graphic designer who's actually on the task itself. So on the scheduler, if I look at our graphic designer, I should expect to see an assignment for him for plan B, which is kind of here. And I can obviously move that out to the next day and so forth. And I can, perhaps if he's doing that assignment for more than a few hours, then he can sort of, drag it out here, and then it's allocated. So, and if I wanted to split this assignment across, 2 time slots, I can choose, for example, 1 time slot for 2 hours, and then I can also go and put another time slot for 1 hour, and perhaps this is going on the 18th, the next day, and let's just say this was maybe somewhere at 1 o'clock, so the afternoon. But I can do that once I've split them out. I can actually do that on the drag and drop screen as well. But this I'll just sort of quickly split the task and then sort of move it around here. So as you can see, it's been split out for the 17th and the 18th. And if I'm not happy with this, and I can move it back around, so I can do that. So obviously people with certain roles can do it, not everyone. So we have the ability to sort of lock it down. And there's a setup process that we go through to sort of put which roles have access to what information as part of the NetSuite setup. So yeah, so simply I moved that around. So because I had this moved out to the 18th, I probably, if I refresh the project plan B, my planned task is now the 18th. And on the project itself, I can see that my planned end date is going to be the 18th of the 7th. So that has been assigned to resources. The resources will work on that particular task. And through the Employee Center, they can go in and actualize the time using the NetSuite timesheets. and that time can then be put back onto the advanced project. And then we'll track what has been completed to what needs to be scheduled out. So yeah, so this explains the overview of the solution. Let me illustrate another example. So for example, this is on the 18th of the 7th. The project's still finishing in the 22nd of the 7th, but if this task were to move out beyond that, then the planned end date of the project also gets updated automatically. So we track what's the last end date on the project based on the activities that are assigned. We would speak to you more about the solution as we progress through it. Any questions, please drop us an email at avvt.com.au.